Hello and welcome. Oh, hello my friends. In today's video, I'm so excited. You'll never believe what just showed up at my doorstep. Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the brand new Rose Metals eyeshadow palette. So that is what we are going to be reviewing today. So just a little sneak peek. If you like that kind of content though, make sure you stay tuned. Hello, welcome. New or returning, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. If you do enjoy this kind of content where we talk all things makeup, you know I love makeup, love eyeshadow palettes especially. If you enjoy that kind of content though, it does really help my channel if you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications. Otherwise, let's just get right into this because you know I'm excited. Okay, anyways, that was goofy. Okay, all right, so here we go. Oh, yes, hello. So yes, I was just getting ready to finish recording. Like I was just getting ready to put all my stuff away and then I heard the dogs barking and I was like, I think something special is arriving today. So I apologize if you see a lot of sparkle. I just finished another eye look, reviewing some other stuff, and so yeah, I look a little crazy, but I didn't have time to redo like all my makeup, so I just wiped the eyes, and you know, we're gonna see what this palette has to offer. So yes, so we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the brand new Rose Metals eyeshadow palette. I believe it has, I think this one actually only has 12 shades. Yeah, it looks like 12 shades. It does retail, I think for $55. I'll list all the information down below. But yeah, so this is their newest release. The packaging is definitely very shiny, as you see. It has a little bit of texture. I can feel like just a little bit of texture, but otherwise pretty smooth. On the corners here, it does have like a little like rose gold detail there, just on the ends, on the little corners there. But yeah, there's that. Here is the package itself. Comes with a mirror, of course. Still have the overlay on it, of course. But yeah, so this is what the palette looks like. Hopefully you can really see. I'm trying to get you in the better light there so you can really see what the color story looks like. I know it's really hard a lot of times to see what these look like online because it's just like, oh my gosh, everything's just so like, you know, they show so many different angles, so many different looks, and it's really hard to tell. But I do see a lot of like muted, like this color Ashes here is kind of like a muted mauve color. Then we have Rose Quartz, which is like a little bit of a muted rose color. And then some warmer colors in here. So yeah, it's quite a mixture of a lot of like rosy muted tones and then some orangey warm tones. And then of course your metallics. So anyway, so we're gonna do some swatching and then do a look. So I'm just gonna go down the first row here, swatch all of those, and I will just tell you, insert the shadow names as we go. Rose Quartz is a metallic pink champagne with sparkling reflex. Royal is a sparkling burgundy with pink reflex. Haze is a metallic silver gold with multi-dimensional reflex. Rose Fire is a metallic fiery copper with multi-dimensional reflex. Sunrose is a matte peachy brown with sparkling reflex. Nova is a metallic golden bronze with multi-dimensional reflex. So that is the first row. Second row. Heavenly is a metallic platinum gold with multi-dimensional reflex. Element is a metallic rosy brown. Ashes is a matte grayish taupe with sparkling reflex. One thing I'm noticing is the metallic shades are definitely very like chunky. I don't know if you can see some of the chunk. I didn't like blend them in really well because I wanted to really just be able to see how they looked, how they lay down. Dune is a matte rustic brown. Nocturne is a metallic gray stone with sparkling reflex. Noble is a matte plum brown. Why you'll love it. Versatile shades and creamy formulas that deliver endless day to night looks. Easy to apply and effortlessly blendable for everyday wear. Buildable color lets you go natural or glam, suitable for every skill level. Luxurious design with large mirror, perfect for at-home use or travel. More bang for your beauty buck. You get almost 200% more of every shade than our original palettes. Cruelty-free, fragrance-free, oil-free, paraben-free, phthalates-free, sulfate-free, talc-free, alcohol-free. And I will have all the details listed down below as well. The mattes do feel definitely a little bit powdery. And then you saw like the metallics seemed very chunky. So, but there she is. So I think the next thing we're gonna do, I'll again tell you some of the details below, but we're gonna go ahead and make a look with this. All right, so I did reprime my eyes because again, it's, like I said, I recently did another look using another palette, so make sure to check out that video. But I think what I'm gonna start with, again, these are just tones that really just speak to me. So that's what I'm gonna go with is this shade Ashes. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna peel the cover off of this mirror because I do need it. I didn't bring my regular mirror in here, so, ooh, yeah. The sound of that coming off. So yes, so there we go. So we're gonna start with Ashes. Definitely is a little powdery. Again, don't mind the sparkle on my eye from before. I tried to get most of it off, but I was kind of in a hurry to get this going and get this video out. And I will probably do a separate video where I review or like compare to the other palette unless I have a chance here to go grab it, but I don't have it with me currently, I don't think, so. Or actually I might, I'll have to take a look. So in true Anastasia fashion, I mean, again, her mattes are a little bit powdery, but it does also help the blendability. So somebody that's newer to makeup, you could definitely work with her shadows and not have much trouble. So that is the first shade, again, called Ashes. The only thing I will say about this, I don't see a lot of darker shades. Really the only, well, I guess that's a little bit darker, but we have Nouveau here, which I think is your darkest shade, other than like a metallic. And then Dune is a little bit more reddish, orangey shade, but that more reddish. But those are really your darkest shades. So this Rose Quartz, I think that's more, I think that's the only thing too. I feel like these are too similar. Ashes and Rose Quartz are just too similar to me. I feel like they could have done a different color there, either a lighter color or a darker color, to make this more versatile. Because again, I think those shades are very, very similar. And I'm sure going on the eyes, it would look very, very similar too. So I want to keep this more of a rosy look, I think. So I think I'm just going to go straight to Nouveau and we'll use that and deepen the outer V. And it might change my mind, I might do like another crease color, but we'll see. Again, sorry, I'm just doing one of my typical looks, which is starting with a transition crease color all over the lid, pretty much, you know, going all the way up to even to like the brow bone there, and then coming in with, you know, either a medium shade for like the crease, or like in this instance, just going right for a deeper shade in the outer V. That's pretty much just my look. I don't really do halo. I guess I could do a halo. I just don't really take the time. But this is my signature, just every day on my way to work kind of look. So it's just typically what I do. See, I mean, the mattes are laying down fine. Sorry, in this lighting, it's hard to tell. I'm like, am I blended? Am I patchy there? And again, at the end, we'll blend it all together, make it work. But that's just using two of the colors so far. And I think they, you know, work like typical Anastasia mattes work, so. Okay, so I think it's okay so far. I still really do kind of want to try another of these colors. I think I'm gonna go maybe with this. I'm afraid this is gonna be too orange though. I think I'm gonna try a little bit of this Dune color just to deepen the crease just a little bit. I'm gonna try to go in with like a smaller brush though, just so we're not going too intense. Just kind of see how those blend together. It's funny, I was reading, you know, like people talking about this palette and, you know, deciding whether they were going to get it or not. And I heard a lot of people talking about the palette just look kind of dirty. And I'm like, I kind of see what you mean. Or like, I don't know. I feel like the packaging, I feel like they definitely could have chosen different packaging. I don't know about this so much. Like the color story just does look kind of like dull, I guess is the word I want to say. It looks very dull, like just not very enticing and exciting. And I will tell you, just for my preferences, this definitely does not beat the previous, the Nouveau palette, or however you say it. Yeah, this does not beat that one for me. Like, this is okay. And maybe putting those two together, this is kind of like the deeper, more grungy sister of that one. Oops, I just dug right into the... But just off of first impressions, this palette is okay, but I mean, unless this color story just like really truly just jumps out at you and speaks to you, I would say you could probably pass on this one. I don't know what it is about the outer... Okay, I'm gonna deepen that V again. I just feel like I lost some of that depth. Not my best look ever, but now I'm going to try to go with some of these. I think I'm going to try this Nocturnal in the outer. It's a pretty more like satin shade. I'm trying not to go too crazy, but I do at least want to try a few of the different shades to see how they perform. I mean, I think, you know, I think you could definitely make this work and get a decent, you know, look out of it. But I thought I was going to go more rosy, but then I ended up going, I don't know. I think I'm going to try this Element shade next. It's a little bit deep too. I think I'll just kind of layer it kind of on this inner. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. It's just not my favorite like formula overall. You don't think it would be that much different than other ABH palettes, but I don't know. It just feels more like maybe powdery is the word I'm looking for. Definitely more deep, grungy kind of looks. Yeah, because there's really no lighter shades. I want to see what haze. I kind of want to try this color Haze. See what we get out of that. Now that one feels a little bit more creamy. Yeah, that's definitely more of that, more like metallic kind of shade that I like. Again, I'm just layering a bunch of stuff, so sorry if this ends up looking crazy, but you know, I'm just gonna go with it. Definitely very deep look, deep color story. And then I guess we'll go in the inner corner with the shade Heavenly. That's like our lightest shade in this entire palette. I think for this, I'm gonna use a brush, see if I can get a little bit more. Like my dogs are about to start barking here, so try to get done as much as I can here before they do start barking. Just trying to blend all this together now. No, again, I feel like, I mean, I was able to make the look come together, but it's definitely a very dark color story. Sorry, not my best work, but and I do like a more like just blown out look, like not real, you know, clean, streamlined. So I don't mind that per se, but I just had to get some of that because I felt so dark and so like overwhelming there. So. All right, I was trying to think if I was gonna go underneath. I think I'm gonna try this Nouveau and Sunrose together, like underneath. Oh, I kind of like that underneath. And then maybe I'll try, what haven't I used? Is there anything I haven't used? Oh, that's kind of dark. I think maybe I'll go with that haze shade again. I did really like that one for underneath the eye. All right, I'm going to finish this up. Be right back. I'm just going to do my eyeliner and that kind of stuff, just finish up the look, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the final look. I don't know if it's my best look ever, but it's a little bit darker and sultry. So, my final thoughts on this palette. Not my favorite. Just not my favorite. The color story just doesn't really speak to me. It's grungy, but not in the kind of grungy way I like. The tones just look very muted. I don't know. I mean, I like muted tones, but there's just something about it that just doesn't mesh to me. There's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's a total fail. I mean, the formula, I was able to make it work. I made, you know, a decent looking eye look with it, but I didn't feel like there was, I don't know, there was just something that was missing. Something that was missing about it to me. So I do have to say probably this shade Haze is one of my favorites. That there, I really do like. I mean, I do like this Ashes shade as far as, you know, a transition shade for my skin tone. And this Heavenly shade was pretty, definitely worked for the inner corner. But I don't know, it's just a little too muted for me, which is crazy to say. And then, I don't know, then you've got this weird, like, out of nowhere, I don't know, I feel like this Rose Fire shade just kind of, I don't know, it just looks out of place a little bit to me. I don't know, that's just my own thoughts. But anyways, I would say as far as Anastasia, this is not my favorite palette, probably not my least favorite palette, but definitely not my favorite. I would say if you're looking for Anastasia, you want to try the brand, I'd go with the, I think it's Nouveau palette. I would go with that one, or even the Primrose is really nice. But again, it's just something about this that just doesn't really, I don't know, just doesn't jive with me. It's just not my favorite palette. Now again, I would say I think I was able to make the look, you know, work. Let me know what you think. I mean, again, I was able to get a look, but it's just not my favorite look. And again, I feel like if I did another look, I mean, I might be able to get 2, maybe 3 different looks out of it. I don't know, maybe I could get a few different looks out of it. But I do wish it had a deeper, like matte shade. I do wish it had either a black or a really, really dark brown to really give it some depth. And then maybe like this, like I said, that Rose Quartz and Ashes shade. The Rose Quartz and Ashes are just too similar. I would like to see maybe that be like a bone color or like a lighter color to really like work in the brow bone. You know, if you don't want like a metallic type of inner corner, then you could use that as inner corner or something lighter, you know what I mean? But like a very light shade and a very dark shade, I would like to see where this, I feel like, is missing. It's a lot of like in between, like muted in between shades. I don't know. Anyways, you'll have to let me know your thoughts. Hope this was at least helpful in you deciding whether you wanted this palette or not. Again, if the color story just speaks to you and these are just your colors, I don't think the formula is bad. Again, a little bit flaky. Some of them were kind of flakier shades. Again, Anastasia in her form, I mean, definitely powdery mattes. But again, I think that does also make it very blendable. So for somebody newer or, you know, more novice to makeup, I think that's a really good formula to use in that case. But again, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of this look. Were you interested in this palette? Have you changed your mind? Are you still interested in it? Again, I will link and leave all the details down below, but just wanted to give you a quick overview and do a quick look. Again, first impressions, so who knows? Keep using it, let you know in a further video, so stay tuned. All right, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this content though, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Actually am, let's see, I'm gonna peel the cover off of this meal. The color story, just everything, just an intermission. The Nouveau maybe? I don't know. Why do I feel like I'm just out of sorts? Like, I don't know, whatever. That's it though.